What if I told you you can create entire duplication of your table, of your schema, or even of your database within a second without using any extra storage? So today's topic is zero copy cloning in Snowflake. You're watching Hemant TechTalks, and as I promise in my every video, if you watch this video till the end, you don't need any else video on this earth to know about this topic. This topic will be in your mind till your death. So without wasting a single second, let's head on to our topic. What is zero copy cloning? Zero copy cloning let you make a full copy of your table or of your schema or entirely database instantly. Remember, instantly within a second without actually copying the data. What does this mean? At this moment, you might not understand, but let me clear you what this means. This will not actually copy your data. It will just create a snapshot, and that snapshot points on your actual data. So the snapshot doesn't require any extra storage for that. No worry if you don't understand right now. In the upcoming video, you will be understanding it damn sure. Snowflake just points, yeah, as I said, Snowflake just points the original data in the background. So it is super fast and doesn't use extra storage unless you change the clone or copy. Yeah, exactly. Unless you make any updates in your clone data, it doesn't carry any storage, doesn't take any storage. So let me explain you with a simple diagram. Here you can see a table which has ID and name. So ID 1, 2, 3 and alias Bob Charlie. This is our original table. So I cloned it as user clone. So here you can see it became an exact copy ID and the name. But when I make changes to my user clone, you can see I have entered another row named Dave. So only new row inserted will carry the storage. Only the new row inserted in our table, that only carries the storage, that only takes the storage. Let me explain you with an beautiful example. So suppose your original table contains 6 rows and you created it, you cloned it. So the clone initially consumes 0 storage, extra storage. Okay. So then if you inserted a new row into the table, you inserted only one row. Okay. So that only one row will consume the additional storage. No other 6 rows, only the just new row, not the whole 7 rows. Just the difference. That's the difference. Isn't it amazing? That's why Snowflake is called pay as per you use. We are only using the new single row. That's for that only row we are paying. So in this scenario, you have a table of 1 MB. Just assume, and your total Snowflake storage is 10 MB, and you clone the table using zero copy. So now still the total Snowflake storage remains is 9 MB because we just cloned it. It doesn't contain even a single MB or anything. Clone consumes 0 initially. But after cloning and dropping the original table, even after we drop the original table, still we can access our clone table. That's the main point. Remember it, note it. Even after we delete our original table, we can access our clone table. Okay, so if we delete our original table, you might think we will get the complete 10 MB again. So that's not true. The clone version will now takes the 1 MB, not the 0. So now still our total Snowflake storage will be 9 MB. Yeah, that's what I wanted to share. No one shared this. So yeah. But you might be thinking when to use it. Real world use cases, let me tell you. Need a testing environment. You want our environment, you want to test the table, you can just clone it and perform the task on it. Want to analyze yesterday's data without affecting the line live table? Just clone it. Need to try a risky transformation? Just clone it and perform the transformation whatever you want to. So right now we are on my Snowflake environment, and let us create a table just with the two columns, ID and name. Yeah, the table users has been successfully created, and let me insert some data in it. Yeah, two rows inserted, and let me show you the data. You can see id name, you can see that, right? Let's create the clone of our table. So after that, write this syntax to create the clone of whatever you want to clone. So in my case, I'm creating a clone for my table, so that's why I wrote create table. If you want to create the database, you want to clone the database or schema, you can specify it here. After that, you have to specify the name for what you are creating. And after that, the main thing here is to write the clone keyword clone. This is main. And for what clone you are making, I'm making my clone for my user table, so I have written that. Let's clone it. Now successfully clone created for my users table with the name of the user clone. Let's see whether my data has came or not. Okay, I have to specify this again. Let's see my data whether came into my clone or not. Yes, the exactly same columns and data has been cloned into my cloned table. Let's insert one more row into the my cloned table. Yeah, one more row inserted. Let's check whether it affected our original table. No, it didn't. But whether one row is entered in my clone? Yes. So without affecting your original table, you can perform activities on the table by cloning it. So that's the best advantage of this. So that's it for the today, guys. If you find the video was informative, make sure you do the like, share and subscribe, because informative content will be on my channel with the simplified version. So even if you didn't understand any of the topic, even if it is the small doubt, you can feel free to ask that in my comment section. Thank you.